Hi friends, how are you? I'm back again. Decided that I need to do a whip parade. So before I get too started, let me just say that hello and welcome to my Flosstube. This is only my second video, so please bear with me. It's a learning curve and I'm trying to figure this out. My name is Tanya and I live in beautiful PEI, Canada, which it is an absolutely gorgeous sunny day today, which is so nice because it seems like spring has been very delayed in getting here. My stitching hobby only began, I think, just after the new year this year. So I've only been stitching for a few months. And I initially started my stitching journey with stamped cross stitches because it was kind of like trying to get back into it. But then I started watching YouTube videos because YouTube videos are awesome and I spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos. So I thought, I really like a lot of these different counted cross stitch patterns and I love all different things, and I'm slowly branching out into more styles and having a really good time with it. But what I love about a counted cross stitch is that when I'm sitting downstairs with the dogs, or you know, I'm hanging out with my spouse and he's watching television or a hockey game, and I'm not a sports fan, but if I can crochet, I'm good. He can watch whatever he wants because I'm crocheting. So it works out really good for both of us. So I'm gonna try, I've got my tablet over here. I'm gonna try to be able to show you what it's supposed to look like and what it looks like now. And if I showed it to you briefly in my first video, I will kind of show you what I did going forward. And it's gonna be kind of tricky to show you, like tell you numbers and stuff. I know I stitch every single day, all the time. The only time I'm not stitching is if I'm working, eating, or sleeping. I'm obsessed. I love stitching and I love this community. There's so many amazing floss tubers that I watch on here that give me inspiration to continue to stitch, to be a part of this floss tube community, because everyone is so nice and everyone is so accepting, and it's really heartwarming in a world that we live in today to be in a virtual community that is so welcoming and so kind. So yeah, so I'm going to show you some of the projects that I'm working on. We'd be here all day if I showed you everything. And then I'm going to kind of go into like maybe some plans and some haul. I do have a little bit. I don't buy a ton, but I did pick up a few more patterns, so I wanted to show you those. So we will start with, because it's May and I'm all about the rabbit hole and jumping on board with everybody. We're going to start with the Mirabilia May. The one that I picked up and purchased is Sun Goddess. I'll hold it nice and close. She is so stunning. I absolutely love her. She is amazing. And of course, that's the one pattern I did, or that's the one stitch I didn't put directly beside me. So I just got to reach over here and grab it. Sorry. So I hadn't started it the last time I did a video, but I did start it. So this is my progress on Sun Goddess. I started in the middle, and then what I'm doing is just like working kind of back and forth, and then I'll move down and up, and I can't wait to get into the skin. I put a little bit of Krynic in there just because I wanted to see the sparkle. I can't wait to get into the skin because everyone's like talking about the 1/1. Like this is 2/2 on 32 count linen. So yeah, I can't wait to try that skin because I think it looks really, really awesome. So that's my first one. Let's take a look. What do I got next on my pile? I think I might have showed this one last time. This is the one that's like super close to a finish. It's like the first one I started. I'd actually just got it off of like Temu or something, and it's the Love You to the Moon and Back, and I really only have this little bit down here to stitch and then it'll be done, and potentially probably my first and only finish for now. So there's that one. Another one that I am working on is a stamped cross stitch from Joy Sunday. This is what it should look like when it's finished. I love the tiger. It's so awesome. And I had taken a photo of what it looked like before I did the last little bit of work to it. I'm just going to take my nudge frame off so that it's not impeding it. I'll show you where it was before I started working on it in May. This is where it was. Oop, and it switched on me. I can't get it to go in the right direction, but let's, okay. Technical difficulties. All right, so this was where I was before May, like before the start of May. I kind of took a picture to show where it was so I could show what I stitched in May. And this is where it is now. I really love the way it's coming out. This is a 14 count fabric. And I don't want to lose my needles, so I better, probably not a good idea to stick your needles with your projects, but it's easier for me that way. So I did get a bit of work back down through here. It is time consuming, but it is so pretty. I really love the way it's turning out. So that is my Joy Sunday counted or stamped cross stitch. Another one that I started, that's another Joy Sunday. This is a new start. I started it about a week ago, and it's like the Christmas stocking, right? Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera. I seen them and I thought they're so cute. I'm just gonna make a bunch of them for my family. So this is the one I started first. And it's still on my Q-snap, but you'll still be able to see it just fine. So there's, you can see where I've stitched up here. This one is a 16 count, so it's a little more time consuming. My only little needle minder, basically. Yeah, that's my only one, but it's got my needles on over there, and I like it. So I'll put that back in the bag. And another one that I am working on that, again, I'm just kind of getting these stamped ones. I'm showing you them first and get them out of the way, and then I will show you my counted cross stitches. Both of them require the same amount of work, just a little less brain power to do the stamped ones, because I find that when you don't really have the time or energy to sit there and actually count it all out at the moment, it's good just to kind of have a brainless activity to do. So this one is called Gnome Coffee, Gnome Workie. I thought it was adorable. So I had picked this one up because I love my coffee. So this is where we are on that one. There's still so much to do. I probably won't stitch the white background. I really don't see a point in stitching white background, but this is where I am with that one. It's a pretty decent size. I think this one is an 11 count. Probably. But yeah, so that's Gnome Coffee, Gnome Workie. That's one of my current whips. Now I'll just set that out of the way. And one of the ones that I am most proud of, that I so love, and I'm going to show you this one in my pattern keeper. It is so amazing. I cannot get over how, when you're doing these, that the pattern comes to life before your eyes. It's this one here. It is Heaven and Earth Designs Freebie Forest Maiden. And I put, I think about maybe 2,600 stitches in it in the last couple weeks. I have a picture of where it was when I talked to you last. I'm gonna pull that up. So this is where it was the last time that I showed it. It was at 1.92%, and I had 3,460 stitches in it. So let's go here. So now it is at 3.47% and has 6,252 stitches in it. So I guess I did quite a bit on it. I have this in a nudge frame as well. So here is my progress on Heaven and Earth's freebie Forest Maiden. I did a lot of 310 through here, through the back. I just think it is such a stunning project. I'm doing this one on a 28 count even weave. I do believe just a roll of fabric I had bought from Michael's. I do really like the even weave. I had bought 25 count Lugana gridded with the easy grid to do Heaven and Earth design Celtic unicorn, and I haven't gotten very far on it, and I really think I'm gonna restart it on 28 count even weave. I really don't like the Lugana. I find that the threads are loose and it feels like your floss slips in behind, and I just don't like the texture and the feel of it. So I'm probably going to restart that one. It was only at about 3.34%, which, you know, it's 180,000 chart, and the Forest Maiden's like way more. I'm trying to think how many she was, but let's see. I'll show you the picture. This is the Celtic unicorn, and I really do love it. It is so beautiful, and I definitely want to stitch it. But what I'm thinking now is I'm going to stitch it on black cloth, so that I don't have to do all that 310, because I'm pretty sure there's like 35,000 stitches of 310. It's a lot, and oh, pardon me, probably more like 50,000 310, because I'm looking at it now. So I'm thinking I've only got 4,000 stitches into it. I didn't even bother bringing it up because I have it on a scroll frame. So I think I'm just gonna restart that one. I'm not sure when, but I'm gonna restart that one. So that is my first counted. Now let's take a look at the next one that I'm working on, because I jumped on board with the leap year of a lot of other people and got myself a long dog project to do for the leap year. And I'm thinking it's probably going to take me that long to finish it. So I got Death by Crossstitch. This is the pattern. Sorry for the ring light thing there. I absolutely love this pattern. I love that it's just so beautiful, and I decided to do it very similar to another YouTuber or Flosstuber that I saw do it in an array of rainbow colors. Now I cannot recall right off the top of my head what her name is, but it was a brilliant idea, and I changed some of the colors that she had just so that I could kind of do it in my own little way. Now if I could figure out where I set my, I know they're here, where I set all of my threads for it, I could show you the different colors. It's not there. Okay, so I can't remember exactly where I set my threads, but they're not far. So anyway, this is, I'll show you where it was the last time I showed it, or I didn't put it on my tablet. Can't show you. I'm pretty sure it was like this the last time I showed it. So I did all of this. I love the way it's coming out. Like you can see here, there's a color change, and there's like a darker green, a medium shade of green, and then there's going to be like a lighter green, and then I can't remember if it's purple next or blue next, but there's 3 shades, light, medium, dark of each color, and I do believe I got like 6 different colors. So that's how that one is going. I'm trying to see. I'll go in here and see what my progress is on it. Not much. It's a lot of stitches. So I'm at 4.81%. So I'm really happy with how it looks. This is an 18 count Ada, I believe. I bought it from where did I buy? 1, 2, 3 Stitch. Yeah, that's where I got a lot of my floss and my material. And so that one is there. Now I did start, I'm trying to think here, what do we have? I didn't do any more work on this project. I downloaded this from a person on Etsy. I haven't finished this one. I will have to finish it soon because it's due in the end of July. So we have that one. And what's another one that I'm working on? I thought I was organized, but not a lot. Anyways, I'm gonna show you a new start. I was going on the internet after looking at some YouTubes, and I came across the website Fox and Rabbit, and I saw that they had a stitch along. It's like a 2024 mystery sampler stitch along, and I'm like, that's cool. Like I really liked the idea of it, and I really like the pattern of it, and I'm not uber far behind, and this is what it looks like so far. I guess they've released like January, February, March, April, May, like, so I have a lot of catching up to do, and I started in this motif up here, and it's very stitch heavy. I was really underestimating how many stitches are in that, so it could take me a little while to get caught up. I had some 18 count black Aida that I got from Amazon, and I bought this DMC variegated floss from Amazon. It is this one right here. What number was it? 4120, I believe. So this is my start for that. And it's doesn't look like much, but there's a lot of stitches in there, and I know that all you stitchers out there will definitely understand that how many stitches gets in the smaller thing. But I really like the way it is going with the variegated floss, and I think it's going to look really awesome, and I'm looking forward to doing more stitching on it and getting caught up to the rest of it. So that kind of covers all of my current whips, but I did get more stuff. I'm just kind of reaching into my drawer here. I got all these beautiful colors of floss to go with a pattern that I purchased off of Etsy. Actually, I got it from Stitchrovia, which is actually Emma Condon, I do believe. She's amazing. She has fabulous designs. So this is what it will look like. Pina Colada. My favorite drink when I go down south, and we go down south every year. I love the pattern. I love the colors. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I have that pattern that I have on my tablet, and I have the black Aida, and I'm going to do it on the black 18 count Aida, and I'm excited about that one. I haven't started it yet, but I am going to. So another part of what I have purchased is I bought off of 123 Stitch. I love the Shannon Christine designs. I think her color work is absolutely spectacular, and I love fall. So I bought this pattern from 123 Stitch. I was so drawn to the colors and so drawn to how they pop on the black Aida that, yeah, so I'm gonna start that one someday too. Not yet, but someday. As part of, what else did I purchase? Well, I purchased Heaven and Earth Designs had a sale for Mother's Day where their patterns were 50% off. And I saw this new design come out, and I'm really a fan of Aimee Stewart's anyway, because her work is just so detailed. And I probably bit off more than I can chew in this one, being a new stitcher and all, but I just absolutely love it. It's called the Dog Library. So it is all dogs, all different dogs. I'm trying to tilt my screen in a way that doesn't show you my ring light. It is so beautiful, but it is massive. Absolutely massive. And it is something that's probably going to be a lifetime project. And it's funny, I told my son, he said, oh my goodness, he said, that's gonna be really big, Mom. I said, what are you gonna do with that? I said, I don't know, but if I die before I finish it, can you just stick it in the casket? Because I can finish it later. Because I think I got so much stitch and stuff, I'm definitely gonna have to finish working on it in the next life. But that is my whips. And that is, oh, I have one more on haul. Now I had seen this stamped cross stitch on one of my Facebook groups. Now, and I bought it from Aliexpress. Now I understand Aliexpress is probably ripping people off. I didn't know anything about that stuff before. They probably steal the patterns. I have since discovered that this pattern is available on Heaven and Earth, so I'm going to go buy it, but not when it's 50% off. I want to pay the full price for it. I am going to buy this pattern so that the artist gets compensated. But I love the idea that it's stamped, because it's going to be so much easier for me to stitch when I'm just sitting there on the couch. So I'm going to show you the photo. This is the photo. Now, I'm not certain who the artist is, and if I can remember to do so, I will look it up and put it in the description underneath this video. It's a very thick booklet of page pattern. That's one thing when you you buy it from Aliexpress, it's just kind of boof, there it is, but it's massive. It's a 14 count. And it's the biggest cross stitch cloth I have ever seen in my life. And I'm going to show it to you, but I don't even know if I can fit it in the screen. So normally on Heaven and Earth Designs, you would simply take the needle off there. You would just get like a 25 count. Well, this is 14 count, and it's huge. I don't even know if I can get back far enough to show you how huge it is. Can you like see how absolutely massive this is? It's huge. It's 90 colors, just like the pattern is on Heaven Earth Designs. So it's a pattern I've always liked, and because I had seen it before. So, and it's a great way to stitch on stamped cross stitch. So I will buy the pattern from Heaven and Earth. Actually, I'll do that today. I'll go buy the pattern on Heaven and Earth, and then that way I don't feel bad that the artist got, you know, at least they're getting compensated for their work. So a lot of my stuff comes from like VIP Cross Stitch and Great Biggest Crafts and places like that. My stamp cross stitches, they're super cheap, they're super easy, and then you're just learning and you're trying to figure out if you're going to get into the hobby or not. It's a great way to start. A lot of times I've never seen any of these other patterns other places, the ones that I have purchased, so I'm not sure. But if you do notice that any of these patterns that I have showed you are rip-off, as I was told that Joy Sunday actually doesn't rip off, that they actually will pay for the artist. I hope so. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I just heard that from another YouTuber that likes to do the stamped cross stitch. I'd like to definitely compensate, because being an artist myself, it's definitely something that's high on my radar. So yeah, my intention is not to ever rip anybody off. I enjoy this hobby. I love to stitch. I've discovered that I love doing counted cross stitch as much as I love doing stamp cross stitch. They each have their time and their place. Typically during the daytime when I have better light and better focus, I'll do your counted cross stitch, and at nighttime when I'm just chilling and the lighting's not as good, I will do my stamp cross stitch, because my hands have to be busy all the time. Because if you have busy hands, busy mind, it keeps you out of trouble. So those are my whips. My plan is, I have to try to figure out a system and work on so many projects at any one time, so I'm not trying, so I can see a little more progress. I did discover from watching, I think it's Cross Stitch around the globe. I think those two, the sisters, they're awesome. I love them. They are really educational. They do all these different little Flosstube university kind of style YouTubes, and so when they were talking about being a process stitcher, being a project stitcher, and the differences between them, I am definitely a process stitcher. I love the process of stitching. I love to get the pattern. I love to put the colors into it. I love to just see it transform, but if I finish it, I finish it. If I don't, I don't. I do want them finished, but I'm not thinking about the end result. I'm thinking about how it makes me feel at the moment and the colors and seeing it come together. So for me, it's about doing the stitching, not so much just getting the project done. So that's something that I discovered about myself. I am a process stitcher. I love to do that. Yeah, so my plans is I've been kind of just keeping it narrowed down to a few different projects. I'm going to keep working on my Mirabilia. I'm going to keep working on the Fox and Rabbit mystery cell. I'm going to keep working on that one. I'm going to keep working on my Death by Crossstitch, because I hope I can get it done. And of course I'm going to work on my stamp stuff in the evenings. And I'll keep track of whatever I work on and for over the next couple of weeks, because that's what I figure. I figure I'll come in like start of the month, middle of the month, and kind of do it like that and just do an update that way. Unless I'm doing an art project or something. I was thinking I do have a couple more commissions on the board that I got to start this weekend, so I might do a little over-the-shoulder videoing of me doing some of my pastel portraits. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my whips, and the plan is to kind of keep it contained. I'm really enjoying stitching on the Mirabilia, so I'm wanting to get more progress on her, so definitely gonna keep working on her. And I hope that everybody is enjoying the day wherever you are in the world. And if you have any questions or comments about any of the things that I showed you, please feel free to send me a message. I'm on Instagram, same name, Multiple Lanes Creative Brain is my Instagram. I do post some different updates there with my cross stitch and my drawing and stuff like that, so you can see some of my progress there. Otherwise, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel if you like what you've been seeing and you want to see more of me, and hopefully as I get used to this, they might be a little bit better, a little more organized. Definitely not as organized as some of the wonderful floss tubers I've seen out there. And the next time when I come on, I'm going to write down the ones I watch all the time so I can actually remember them, so I can give them a shout out. So yeah, I hope that you all have a great day, and I hope that you will like this video and subscribe if you want to stick around and see some more. And yeah, keep stitching and have a great day.